Hi guys, my name is Cherita. Welcome to my channel. Please don't mind my hair. I'll be doing something with it later. Today I'm coming to you guys with a cheer video, and I will be talking about the small co-ed division at Worlds from 2016. I guess the best way to start this video is to just go over the stunt portion of the score sheet. As most of you guys may know, the varsity score sheet is different than the World score sheet, and that might clear up some reasonings on why some of the teams placed the way that they did. I know in particular a lot of people were trying to figure out why SMOED did not globe. A lot of people felt like SMOED had at least, a second or third place routine despite their mistakes. But I'm just here to kind of clear things up, and I know a lot of it has to do with the difference between the varsity score sheet and the world score sheet. Unlike the varsity score sheet, the world score sheet does not have a specific section for co-ed stunting. Under the stunt section for all senior co-ed divisions in the in stunt difficulty, in order to score in the high range, which the high range is between a 4 and a 10, you have to do 2 level appropriate stunts, and one of those stunts has to be co-ed in order to score over a 7. So let me rewind because I feel like that was kind of confusing. In order to score in the high range in a senior co-ed division, you have to have 2 level appropriate stunts done by majority of the team. If at least one of those stunts are a co-ed stunt, you can score in between a 7.1 and a 10.0. If you do not have any co-ed stunts, your max score and stunt difficulty is limited to a 7. So say you have 20 people on your team, it's a co-ed division, and you have no partner stunts, no one-man stunts at all. The highest score, and it doesn't matter what your elite looks like, the highest score that you can score in stunt difficulty is a 7. That doesn't pertain to any of the teams that I'm going to be talking about. I just kind of wanted to clear that up. The varsity score sheet has a specific scoring section for co-ed stunts, and depending on how difficult your stunts are is how high you can score in stunt quantity, co-ed stunt quantity. The 1st through 6th place teams all scored at least a 7.1 to a 10.0 because all of those teams had at least one co-ed stunting section in their routine. Now, once the team gets into the high range, the degree of difficulty, the participation of athletes, the variety of load-ins, transitions, and dismounts, additional skills, and minimal use of bases are taken into consideration when scoring stunt difficulty, and this is per the world score sheet. So I'm going to take 2nd place through 6th place because I don't think we really need to justify why Brandon Senior Black got 1st place. But I'm going to take 2nd place through 6th place, and I'm just going to go over their co-ed stunts and tell you how they would have scored on the varsity scoring system. According to the varsity scoring system, the co-ed quantity counts for how many males are on the team. Vision 2020, Prodigy, Midnight, Ice, Thunder, Casey, Fierce 5, and SMOED all maxed out pretty much on their stunt quantity, their co-ed quantity, So basically that means they did the majority stunts that they were supposed to do in order to max out on their co-ed stunting per the varsity scoring system. It has nothing really to do with the world scoring system. Now, according to stunt difficulty, Vision 2020, they did a walk-up to single extended leg stunt. That would have been a 4.6 on the varsity score system. Prodigy did toss QPs, which they would have scored the maximum of 5 in stunt difficulty. Ice, Thunder, they did full up to extended stunt. That is worth a 5 on the varsity scoring system. Casey, Cheer, and SMOED both did ball up quarter heel stretches, and that would be worth a 4.8 on the varsity scoring system. So you can see that if there was a section of co-ed stunting on the world score sheet, Vision 2020 would have scored the lowest out of those 5 teams in co-ed stunting. However, the world scoring system puts co-ed and their elites and the rest of their stunts together in one bracket. So as long as they've done a level appropriate co-ed stunt, they're going to score in that high range. I know a lot of people were questioning the difference between Vision 2020 on from semifinals to finals. I couldn't find a very clear video of Vision 2020 during semifinals. There was a video, but it was sideways, so I was like kind of watching the routine like this, and it was from the side, so it wasn't very good quality, and I couldn't really see everything. But from what I saw is I don't think they maxed out in their running tumbling. There were a couple of girls who did tucks. I think I saw a couple tucks, a couple layouts, and then I saw another girl like just run across the entire floor who didn't even do a tumbling pass. I think they probably scored way lower in their running tumbling. They probably scored in the high range, but the lowest that they could have scored in the high range in tumbling difficulty. That's the only thing that I could see. Like I said, I didn't really get a clear view of the entire routine, so I'm not sure if there were any bobbles. I don't think there were any stunt falls, but it was hard for me to kind of judge the routine as I couldn't even see it head on. Finals, the only mistake that I saw was like a little balance check during their pyramid, and the only thing that it wasn't a bobble, their pyramid technique score would have just been a little lower. Their basket section really stood out to me because they had, I think, hitch kick doubles and then one full kick full, which is different and more creative than squad kick double baskets. They utilized 3 different basket tosses. They had, during their squad baskets, they had 3 hitch kick doubles, they had a full kick full, and then their +1 basket was a toe touch. So that's 3 different kind of basket tosses in one routine. Their standing tumbling was very synchronized. It was clean. They just had a really clean routine. It was clean. It was exciting. It was difficult. It met everything that it needed to meet. And like I mentioned before, it was creative. And in the world score sheet, stunt difficulty includes variety of load-ins, transitions, and dismounts. If you have a difficult stunt sequence, plus your routine is jam-packed with different transitions, different load-ins, and different dismounts, you're going to score higher in stunt difficulty. If you utilize different basket tosses, and if you have a creative pyramid, you're going to score high in building creativity. If you look at the scores from 2nd place to 5th place, there's only a 2-point difference in each of their raw scores. The highest was a 138.7 and the lowest was a 136.2. Those little tenths of points add up. 2 points is a lot, but it really isn't. Now, unfortunately, Ice, Casey, and Coed all had deductions, which dropped their score, and that lowered their placements. I have no idea where I'm going with this video. Just like all my other videos explaining why certain teams placed the way they did, it mainly comes down to good technique and routine creativity. Vision 2020 had the difficulty. If this was a varsity score sheet, they would not have scored very high in their co-ed stunting, but since that wasn't the case, I'm sure they killed it in stunt difficulty and stunt technique and pyramid technique. They just had a really solid, clean routine. Prodigy had a very difficult routine. I think they had a hiccup in their pyramid. They didn't have a deduction, but I know their pyramid technique score went down, suffered a lot from that little hiccup they had in their pyramid. Ice had a very difficult routine. They had a solid elite section. I believe they got a deduction in their pyramid, like a bobble in their pyramid. Casey Fierce 5 had an amazing elite, very, very, very difficult. It wasn't as clean as I've seen them perform it, and they also had I believe 2 deductions. I think they had a touchdown and something else. I don't remember. And Coed, they had a good routine. Their elites were difficult. Their pyramid was amazing. Their pyramid was probably the most creative pyramid that I saw. But I think the rest of their routine lacked a little bit of creativity as far as basket tosses. And their elites were difficult, but they didn't have a variety of load-ins and transitions, which is accounted for in stunt difficulty. I'm so sorry, this video is all over the place. If you guys want me to talk about just one specific team, I can totally do that, but I was just trying to kind of compare all of the small co-ed teams without making this video 100 hours long, because you guys know most of my videos are like 15 minutes and I hate hearing myself talk. This was a very difficult video for me to do because all of the routines were so different, yet they matched in difficulty. So it was hard to kind of pick apart what probably brought scores down lower. So once again, sorry, this video is all over the place. If I didn't answer any of your questions, please leave them down below. If you guys need me to make a video about a specific team in this division, let me know and I will totally do that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys connect with me on my social media. All of my social media accounts are linked below in the description box. Make sure you guys subscribe so you guys get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a positive and love-filled day. Bye!